Okay, let's go ahead and start. As usual, we'll start with the it doesn't translate very well through the microphone, but you know what it is. Loud and long, together is invoking the immaterial, the eternal, um, our essence, our deepest essence, the divine. Hey, Nil, let's start. Oh. 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 May we come into contact with that which is immaterial, beyond the material, but also our deepest essence, beyond time. May we be firmly established in that as we move through life and through our practice. May all beings everywhere be at peace and also be established in that. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Um, we'll do the purification mantra also. It's really important. My teacher, when he gave us the mantra, the purification mantra, Dharma Mitra, he said you're not supposed to know the meaning. Uh, but then somebody else told me the meaning. Whatever, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what the meaning is, but it matters what you believe you're doing. And so he did tell us that, and he said this purifies everything around you. And that's really interesting to me. It's like a magic trick, right? You could just say these words and then everything around you becomes pure. What that really means is that this is all in your mind from the beginning. If all you have to do is say words, is what you believe is very, very important. When you do the practice, what you believe about the practice on a deep level, if it helps you to have some mythology or specific beliefs in your life, then that's good. But it really does matter. It really does matter what you think you're doing. So I like to ask people to think deeper and try to understand what we mean by yoga. What is the point of it? What are we trying to do? To find out it's really just life. It's just regular life. This is what life is. We're here, we're trying to figure out who we are and remove the obstacles to that. But the obstacles are your mind. They're part of your mind. And so we gradually, carefully through life, through the practices of yoga, try to remove those obstacles, see them, see what's holding us back, see that it's in our minds, in our beliefs, the way we see the world, we're limiting ourselves, our potential. We have no idea who we are or what our potential is. And so we're gradually limiting ourselves, removing those limitations that we have for ourselves. But the problem is that you can't just think your way out of it. You can't just easily think your way out of it. So hatha yoga anyway. Hatha yoga are these physical practices that that can dissolve some of those obstacles. This is mysterious. How can breathing practices start to change your mind and start to remove some of those kleshas, is what they call them, kleshas or impurities in the mind, but really it's nothing foreign. It's not that mysterious. It's something that we are deeply familiar with, right? Our own anxiety, our sadness or whatever, our self-doubt, the things that we feel sometimes are imposed on us from the outside, they're not. They're not. And anyway, if they were, you can't do anything about that part. So you have to do the part of your own mind. So that's what these pranayama is for. It's not gonna it's not gonna give you more oxygen or whatever. It probably will give you more oxygen, but probably will strengthen your lungs. But what it does is it scientifically starts to dissolve away the parts of your mind that you really can't think your way out of. So I encourage people to do it every day. But wait, not just every day. Do pranayama practice every day. But you should think that you're doing pranayama all day long. All day long. Because pranayama is, you could think of breathing as the interface between the physical body, the material aspect of yourself, and then the immaterial. So breathing, maybe pranayama, if you're actually harnessing it in an intentional way, is pranayama. Breathing is that interface between the user and the computer or whatever. Right? The user is you, your consciousness. So you do it all day long. You notice how you're breathing all day long. And then instead of thinking, wow, I should breathe more and deeper, you should think about smoothing out the breath, making it smooth. How do you want your mind to be? Even, smooth, not agitated, and empty. The main thing is empty. Instead of trying to take so much more in, try to empty more out. That's the key of pranayama. We still have to do the purification mantra. So let's do the purification mantra 3 times. You can repeat after me for the first one. Om apavitraha pavitro va. Again. Om apavitraha pavitro va. Sarva vashtangatopi va. Sarva vashtangatopi va. Yaha smarit pandrikaksham. Yaha smarit pandrikaksham. Sabhahyabhyantraha sachihi. Sabhahyabhyantraha sachihi. Now all at once. Om apavitraha pavitro va. Sarva vashtangatopi va. Yaha smarit pandrikaksham. Sabhahyabhyantraha sachihi. Om apavitraha pavitro va sarva vashtangatopi va yaha smarit pandrikaksham sabhahyabhyantraha sachihi. A sound purification. This is a way to release more tension, release more of your air, lengthen your exhale, and get rid of any excess emotions or stagnating energy in the body, in the physical body. Most of you have done this before. And again, this doesn't work very well over with the sound canceling on Zoom. But what we're doing is making, it's kind of like the Om. You make one sound. The sound, for example, for the lower body is ah, like AH sound. And you just make it as loud and as long as possible. Hopefully you're in a place where that's okay to do. If you can't make it loud, just still make the sound as long as possible till you run out of air. Okay, let's try focusing in the lower body. This is to release the most negative emotions like anger, fear, and worry. Ah, mouth wide open. Together, inhale. Ah. Imagine that those emotions are leaving with the sound. You're releasing them. Again, from the pelvic floor. Now inhale. Ah. Now concentrate in your heart. Bring your mind there deep inside your chest. Sense something there, space. The sound for the heart is you. Inhale. You. Stay focused in the heart. Again, inhale. You. Now focus in the base of the throat. The sound for the throat is so. Inhale. So. Feel the vibration in the throat. Again, inhale. So to purify the senses. The sound is E, like you're smiling. Inhale. E. Again, inhale. E. Now concentrate between your eyebrows. Can see a light there. The sound is sun. Your lips are apart, tongue on the roof of the mouth. Keep focusing between your eyebrows. Inhale. Sun. Again, between the eyebrows. Inhale. Sun. Now, last one. Concentrate on the top of your head, one point. Feel the vibration there. The sound is sum, lips together. Inhale. Sum. Top of the head again. Inhale. Sum. Take a minute to just observe your breath and your body. Maybe close your eyes. Focus on what you feel in your body. Any areas of tension. You don't even have to fix them or change them, just become aware. Without changing it, notice how your breath is moving on its own. Whatever your body is doing, some part of your mind is telling it to do that. Even though another part of your mind can observe it or even try to change it. We have different minds. We want to become or strengthen that aspect of the mind that is the observer, can step back and notice things without becoming too involved, just observing. But bring your attention a little bit deeper, maybe deeper into the solar plexus. Notice what you feel there. So that's just above the navel, right at the bottom of the rib cage, but deep inside the abdomen. Okay, where your organs are, your stomach and liver and all that stuff. See what you feel there. Your diaphragm is moving there, or perhaps not moving. What do you really feel there? If it's really difficult to sense anything there, you can press into it gently. Just press your fingers into that place right below your ribs and see what you feel then. See if you can feel your breath moving there. Bring some awareness, perhaps, to the space behind the navel. Or deep inside the pelvis, pelvic floor. The movement of prana is originating anyway in the solar plexus with the diaphragm. It's a very important energy center to become aware of, especially before you do pranayama. Become aware. Start with Kapalabhati. This is a purification technique to get rid of mucus in your head, Kapalabhati, mucus in your lungs, in your airways, but also kind of clears your mind and activates your abdominal muscles. Kapalabhati is a forced exhalation, relaxed inhale. If you've never, just in case somebody is new, Kapalabhati is like if you get a bug in your nose and you have to blow it out. That's all it is, but repeatedly. So when you get something in your nose, you want to blow it out, but you don't want to suck it right back in. So you just blow it out and then you gently inhale so you don't suck it right back in. So only the exhale is going to make a noise. And just make sure you're sitting up straight and that your face and your neck and shoulders are relaxed. And do your best if you're new. Okay, start by inhaling and then exhale all the way out. Now inhale halfway, begin. Keep going, but make sure your shoulders and face are relaxed. Movement in the solar plexus. Sharp exhalation. Now exhale all the way. Inhale, hold your breath, and slowly exhale. Now observe between your eyebrows. Watching, like you can watch the back of your forehead. See a light or color there. Next is alternate nostril breathing. Pretty sure you all know how to do this, but a quick review. Traditionally, you use your right hand. So your right thumb is going to go on your right nostril to block it. If this is uncomfortable, it doesn't really matter, but you can, traditionally, you would use your your right ring finger to block the left nostril. So this is how you will hold your nose and control the breath through alternate nostrils. That's it. It'll just be inhale through the left, exhale through the right, and then inhale through that same one, the right, exhale through the left. Let's do it first with no retention. Work on smoothing out your breath. Might be really noisy in the beginning. If one of your nostrils is blocked, because I know a lot of people are sick right now and it's winter here anyway, um, you can sort of pull this open. So if I'm going to breathe through my left nostril, I could take this hand and pull it open, or I can even use that other finger here to pull it open. Or if my right side is blocked, I can use my thumb. See, to pull that side open when I'm breathing through that one. That helps a lot if you have uh, stuff in your nose right now. Okay, prepare. Exhale all the way, then block the right side. Inhale left all the way in. Hold for a second. Exhale right all the way out. Now inhale right all the way in. Hold. Exhale left. Inhale left. Hold. Exhale right. Inhale right. Hold. Exhale left. In left. Out right. In right. Out left. In left. Right. In right. Left. In left. Keep going now just for 2 minutes. Notice how your breath naturally slows down, becoming quieter and quieter until it's imperceptible. Finish by exhaling through the left. When the breath becomes very subtle, so does the mind. It's much easier to meditate or just say stabilize your mind when you first stabilize or smooth out the breath. That's what's meant by prana and chitta following each other. If you happen to know what those words are, prana is the subtle energy in the body. Could have to do with the breath, but also your emotions and your vital processes as well, your health, right? Prana has a lot of aspects, and chitta is the mind. So they're linked together. So they move around together. And that's a really important concept for your life, for life, I believe. If you understand that, you have some superpower, if you really understand what that means. So you can smooth out your breath, which is very easy to do, actually. You can do alternate nostril breathing for 10 minutes. And now the prana is much more subtle. That will affect your mind. When your mind doesn't always want to change itself, especially when you're angry or something like that, right? Anger does not ever want to be calmed down. If you tell an angry person to calm down, they get more angry. It doesn't help, right? If you tell your mind to calm down when you're angry, it might not work. You might just become repressed or something like that. Something negative might happen. So, unless you have some special knowledge, uh, but if you do pranayama, where your actual prana begins to shift through the practice, then it's much easier to make better decisions, right? Because you shouldn't make decisions when you're angry, because they will have consequences. So, but there's another part of it. So you have this superpower now that you can affect your prana through these practices, and that will change your mind and help you have a better life and better relationships and all of that, better health. But the other side of it is that you can change the chitta to affect the prana. So what that means is you don't even have to do these practices if you can develop the power of chitta, but that's a lot harder. And you could call that wisdom. So you have to know something about the nature of who you are and the nature of reality and how things work. And see things, gain perspective. So that takes a lifetime to develop. Sometimes you can encounter some teachings that will help you uh, develop wisdom. I'm sure most of you have encountered some teachings like that or some systems, but systems can become a problem as well. So it's important to meditate so that you understand it in a very deep and real way. What they would call realization, what is called realization, instead of just learning something out of a book. So do the practices, pranayama, and also uh, self-study. Apply the text, apply the teachings to yourself, self-analysis. I hope you'll come and practice in person sometime. It's a lot easier to learn these practices in person. Um, the next thing we'll do is breath retention and do some alternate nostril with breath retention. So when you retain the breath, this is the real pranayama, is sort of the space between the inhale and exhale, or between the exhale and inhale if you're empty. And that's when you could either have a lot of anxiety, which is not good if you hold your breath, or you could develop a very calm, stable mind in those spaces as well, because you're stilling the prana. So just hold your breath for as long as you can comfortably. And the trick is when you hold your breath, um, to concentrate on the space between your eyebrows. You can either concentrate in your heart, but this is the preferred way. Concentrate somewhere inside your head, behind your forehead, like right around here, and bring your awareness there and try to see. Maybe you will see a light there. By the way, when you see something there, it doesn't matter what you see. That's important. It doesn't, you could see like visions of anything. You can see scary things. You could see beautiful things. You could see just a little circle of light. It really doesn't mean anything what you see, but that you're able to concentrate there, right? Because you're the one seeing it, not the thing that you are seeing. Doesn't matter. You are just the seer. So practice holding your breath a couple of times. And if you want to apply the bandhas, you can just if you don't already know them, I recommend just squeeze your pelvic floor and pull your navel back toward your spine when you hold your breath. So it would be like this. I'm going to hold my nose, squeeze my pelvic floor, pull my navel in, and then concentrate here with closed eyes. Now, when you exhale, slowly as possible. Slowly as possible, exhale. Okay, try it a couple of times. First, inhale all the way. Exhale all the way. Now inhale and hold. Concentrate between your eyebrows. As slowly as possible. Exhale, keep watching back of the forehead. Again, exhale. Inhale and hold. Slowly exhale. Keep watching. You can see anything you like. You can visualize something. You can see the rising sun coming up over the horizon. Extremely bright. Feel the rays of sunlight permeating your body and mind. Let's try alternate nostril with that retention. I'll count it out. So we'll inhale for a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 12. And you hold your breath. Keep concentrating there. See this light here. 12. And then exhale 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the exhale is twice as long as the inhale. Inhale 4. Hold 12. Exhale 8. And we'll keep going for just a few minutes. Okay, prepare. Now exhale all the way. Block the right. Inhale left. 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in right. 2, 3, 4, hold. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in left. 2, 3, 4, hold. Right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in right. 2, 3, 4, hold. Left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in left. 2, 3, 4, hold. Right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in right. 2, 3, 4, hold. Left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in left. 2, 3, 4, hold. Right. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in right. 2, 3, 4, hold. Left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in left. Keep going. Just two more. You finish, exhale through the left. Bhastrika is a technique similar to Kapalabhati. A Bhastrika is like a sniffing dog. So it's in and out really fast. If you're not used to doing it, sometimes it can be challenging. You might feel like you're going to run out of breath. but you can build up to doing it for a long period of time. You just have to make sure you inhale the same amount that you exhale and not too slow or you'll get dizzy. Fast, exactly like a sniffing dog. Anyway, the point of Bhastrika that I want you to understand, so it will be more effective if you understand what you're doing. Imagine that you're pushing prana through all of the channels in your body. You're pushing it. It's like going through the car wash, kind of. You're really stirring everything up and you're moving, you're forcing prana through the channels really fast. So it's gonna remove any stagnation. We talk about stagnation in Chinese medicine, stagnation in the channels, but or just anything that's stuck, but in your physical body, because your mind is occupying your physical body, so they're related. And the prana is the interface between the physical and the non-physical. So you're pushing it through. So you're affecting the obstacles in your mind and the obstacles in your body simultaneously because they're not separate. So do it forcefully so that you get the most benefit. But still the movement should be in the solar plexus. And try to keep your shoulders and your face somewhat relaxed. And then after we do Bhastrika, we'll do a couple more breath retentions. But then it's much easier to hold your breath after that. And you can concentrate again here and see maybe perhaps something brighter or your mind more present and stable at that time. Okay, Bhastrika. First inhale, exhale. Inhale halfway, begin. Now exhale. Inhale and hold. Concentrate. Slowly exhale. Keep watching. You are the one watching. Now exhale, inhale and hold. Slowly as possible, exhale, no sound. Mm, Let's just do Brahmari. This is to make a humming sound. You can use your index finger to push this tab over the ear hole so you block your ears. It's nice to hold your arms up like this so you open your heart channel. And then you make a humming sound. You want to feel a vibration inside your head, above the roof of the mouth, the base of the brain. So if possible, concentrate there and try to make the right sound. They say it's like a female bumblebee. I think that means it's a little bit higher than what you normally think of as a bumblebee sound. So maybe a little bit higher than a bee, but just a vibration, something like that. But try to concentrate there. So make the sound now 2 times, as long as you can. Begin. You finish, just observe again sensations in your body, how your breath is moving, bring your mind into your heart center inside the chest. Notice how your mind gradually comes together into one point there so that you can begin to perceive your heart beating there. And then bring your mind up into the space between the eyebrows. Mm. We'll do asana next, but remember, you should do pranayama all day long, but especially during asana. And when you do the asana practice right now, but anytime on your own or in class, any class, you should pay attention to your breath in the same way that you do throughout the day or in meditation. Try to let it be smooth and even. In the beginning, when you're learning something new, you're learning new postures or whatever, trying to get something, achieve some posture or something. Sometimes your breath, you forget about your breath. You struggle in the posture, and that's normal. But once you get the posture, once the sequence becomes fairly easy, then you're not done. That's the beginning.
Decided just get in the car and come on down.
Oh, making noise. Um, yeah, you're not done. That's the beginning. Once you get the postures, you have to keep doing it for years and years and years until your breath becomes the main focus of your asana practice, so that your breath is extended. Maybe they say one breath per movement, but if you stay in a pose for a while, you want to have 5 slow, deep breaths or something like that. But try to pay attention to that, especially if you're more advanced in your practice. Make that be the challenge that you face through the sequence.
And stand at the front of your mat. Bring your feet together. And I like to start with my hands in prayer. I invite you to do that as well, if that feels appropriate. Elbows relaxed towards your sides and close your eyes. And just take a few moments to bring your attention, your intention into the space, into your practice, right? By eliminating that visual perception of your reality. And like Erin was talking about, you really get to open up your true vision. You get to be in a way, right? Move in a way, breathe in a way that has less to do with how things look and more to do with how they feel. So that's how I invite you to take this practice. Moment by moment and breath by breath, working hard when you're able, taking rest when you need to, and creating the best experience you can for you. And when you do that, you hold up everyone else around you, even virtually. We'll start with the sound of Om together, one time. Om. Gently flutter your eyes open and take a back bend. Inhale, use your arms, look back, reach back, hips forward, heart up. And exhale, dive forward into your forward fold. Inhale, look forward, lengthen your spine, and then send your legs back and lower down, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward for cobra. Draw your shoulders back, strong legs, open your heart. And downward facing dog, curl your toes under, send your hips up and back. And for this first downward facing dog, you can move it around a little bit. And one knee, then the other. And both knees at once a few times, maybe a nice broadening in your lower back. And then clean it up. hips up and back, heels heavy towards the floor, strong through your legs, draw your belly in. You keep everything inside of your abdomen soft, like it could slide into your rib cage and support your shoulders. Now inhale high onto your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Lead with your hips to hop forward into your half lift, long through your spine. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep your arms up, look back, reach back, open up the whole front side of your body. And exhale, dive forward into forward fold. Inhale, look forward and send your legs back. You can lower down knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward for cobra. Gather your shoulder blades, broaden your collarbones. Downward facing dog. Hips up and back, head heavy. And hold it here for 1. Outer hips up and back for 2. Spread your fingers wide, wrap your armpits belly in for 3. Heavy your head a little bit more than you already think it is. And then inhale high onto your toes. And exhale, bend your knees, look forward. Walk or lead with your hips to hop forward, half lift, and fold forward. Inhale, arms up, look back, reach back to the degree that it feels good to do it, and dive forward on your exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, send your legs back. Once more, lower knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide forward. Gather the strength of your back body to open up front body. Beautiful, downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Again, outer hips up and back, navel draws in. Maybe a little bit more, chest towards your thighs, armpits towards your ankles. And head is either heavy or gaze at your belly button. Inhale high on your toes. Bend your knees, look past your hands, hop forward, straight arms if you're gonna hop. Into half lift, beautiful Dana. And exhale, fold forward. This time, inhale, sweep your arms up. Look at your hands, palms together. And as you exhale, hands to prayer, heart center. Once again, elbows heavy towards your waist. Once again, eyes closed. And we're in a place we were in not all that long ago, but already something is different. And it's not the content of you, right? That's the same. It's not even the container of you. That's the same. It's the state that is shifting and moving. And again, like we spoke about in Pranayama, having a yoga practice is being able to witness that shifting without having to do something about it. Gently flutter your eyes open. We'll do some of the arm stretches, the meridian stretches. Separate your feet a comfortable distance and extend your arms out to the sides, palms facing up. At first, we do the lung meridian, which goes all the way through your thumbs. So as your palms are facing up, keep the weight back into your heels. Keep a stable foundation in your body. A little bit, draw your pubic bone towards your navel in towards your spine. And as you reach from through your armpits, through your thumbs, stay broad across your collarbones and broad between your shoulder blades. Try not to lean back here. Stay lengthened up through the backs of your ears, the base of your skull, and shoulders relax down and away. Now just relax your left arm, flip your right palm to face down, and through your right index finger, reach back slightly, rotate your chin over your left shoulder, and draw your chin a little bit towards your left armpit. Try to find that line of energy, that line of tension, that stretch from the tip of your index finger, up the front of your right bicep shoulder, up the right side of your neck, to your left nostril. Stay with an inhale. Reach a little bit further with your right index finger with your exhale. And then relax the arm down. Other side, extend your left arm out to the left. Reach through your index finger. Reach it back slightly as you rotate your chin over your right shoulder. Draw your chin a little bit down towards your armpit. Tip of the index finger up the front of your left bicep, front of your left shoulder, up the left side of your neck, across your upper lip to your right nostril, left index finger. Stay with an inhale. Reach further with an exhale. And relax your arm. Pericardium. Fingers point up to the ceiling and extend your arms away from you. Remember to keep the weight in your heels, right? Sometimes the hips want to come forward here, chest leans back. So keep that stable foundation. Close your eyes if you're not already. And as you soften the deepest parts of your armpits, see if you can allow the heels of your hands to push a little further away. Push just your right heel of hand a little bit more to the right. And your left heel of hand just a little bit more to the left. Stay with an inhale, feel the center of your chest. Push with your exhale, heels of hands further away. And gently relax your arms down. Palms face forward for triple heater. Reaching down through your ring fingers, shoulders down, chest up. Draw your chin to your collarbones. And roll your right ear towards your right shoulder as you continue to reach down through your left ring finger. Find the peak of every inhale and the bottom of every exhale. And then roll your chin towards your chest, right, left ear towards left shoulder. Reach down with your right index finger, ring finger. Smooth full inhale. Complete steady exhale. And you can start to roll your head side to side, maybe making complete circles through your neck. One direction and then the other. Your neck, shoulders, very complex network of muscles and nerves and blood vessels and tendons and ligaments. And we tend to hold a lot of tension there. So try to soften where you can. And then bring your chin back to center and heart pathway, palms face forward. Reach out through your pinky fingers. Again, relax with your shoulders. Reach through your pinky fingers and then extend your right arm up. Rotate from your shoulder so the arm faces behind you, hand between the shoulder blades, and then left arm back behind you as well. Maybe you grab for your fingertips. Whether or not you're grabbing for your fingertips or your palm is on your elbow, lead with your elbow to open up your chest. Pushing your heels down and lifting the back of your heart up to the ceiling. Chin away from chest, lift back one more inch. And then slowly come up. Draw your lowest ribs towards your hip bones. Use the front of your core. And release your arms. Other side, left arm up and right arm behind you. You can also use a t-shirt or a towel here if you have one. Try to get your left tip of elbow behind your head and lead with your elbow to open up your chest and look back. Stay strong with your legs, strong glutes and thighs underneath them to support your hips pressing forward, your heart lifting up. Good. Look back to go back a little bit further. And then slowly come back up and relax your arms down. If your feet are separated, just bring them back together to touch. Half moon series. Circle your arms up over your head. Interlace your fingers. Release your index. Squeeze your palms together tight. Hips a little forward, arms a little back. Lift up and over to the right and push your hips over to the left. Do both actions at the same time so that you get that whole stretch along the whole left side of your body. Push your left heel down into the mat, bump your hips more to the left, and push your right ribs up into your left ribs as you fan your left ribs open. Arms straight and strong. Stay with an inhale. Come down and push and push and push and change. Haul it back up to center. Reset with hips forward, arms back, lift up and over to the left and push your hips over to the right. Right, the gallbladder pathway here, the whole side of your body. Pushing the right heel down, you might feel that stretch on the outside of your right leg, right hip. Lifting your right ribs up to the ceiling, chin away from chest. Squeeze your palms a little tighter. Come down a little further, push for 3, 2, and change. Bring it back up to center. Very nice. Take the back bend. Bring your chin towards your collarbones. Relax your head back. See your hands. Bend your knees once. Squeeze your legs straight. Lift up, elevate your shoulders, and look back to go back. Keep the weight in your heels. Use your butt muscles and the thighs underneath them to support your hips pressing forward. Lift the back of your heart a little taller. Squeeze your arms a little straighter. Touch what you see for 3, 2, and slowly come up. Get taller at the top and hinge forward. Lengthen to lower all the way down with a flat back. And once your hands are on the mat, you can slide your hands underneath your heels or grab for the backs of your ankles. Try to wrap your forearms behind you to touch your calves. And you can bend your knees deeply to keep your belly and thigh connected. Push your face into your shins and keep that connection as you lift your hips up and rock the weight forward towards your toes. Use your leg strength to stretch your legs. Use your arm strength to pull length out of your spine. Draw up on the fronts of your thighs. Draw your navel. And in the final moments, try to lift your hips a little bit higher. Try to pull the top of your head towards the tops of your feet. Pull for 3. Hips up, chest down, pull for 2. And change. Arms with your head. Reach your chest forward to come all the way up. Get taller at the top. And relax your arms down. Big toes together. Inhale, hips low. Brush the floor with your fingers. Arms up, chair pose. Gaze up at your hands. Keep the weight back into your heels. Squeeze your inner thighs. Take an inhale to sit lower and reach higher. Exhale, forward fold. Hands to the floor, then straighten your legs. Inhale, look forward, long spine, and send your legs back, upper push-up. This time, lower, halfway, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Gather your shoulder blades straight, strong arms. And exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward. Spin your left heel down. Inhale, arms up into your warrior 1. You could bend your front knee nice and deep. Squeeze your back leg super straight and strong. Take an inhale to sit lower and reach higher. Exhale, warrior 2. Open up your arms, chin over your front shoulder. Beautiful. Track your right inner thigh more forward to help keep the knee over your ankle. Again, draw a little bit pubic bone towards your navel. Engage your lower abs here and reach with the undersides of your arms. Now inhale, flip your right palm, reach up and back for your reverse warrior. Again, a nice deep side body stretch here. So keep your hips low, right, as you lift your bottom right rib up to the ceiling. Inhale to sit even lower, reach back even further. Prepare for humble warrior. Come on up, interlace your fingers behind you. Re-square your hips to the front of your mat. Inhale, open up your chest, lean your upper body back. And as you exhale, bend your front knee deeply and bow your body forward. Shoulder goes inside your knee and forehead towards your big toe. Get your hips a little bit lower so that you can get your head a little bit lower. Stay with an inhale. Exhale, release your hands down, step back, upper push-up plank. Inhale, shoulders forward and lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog, gather your shoulder blades, look back. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward, back heel down. Sweep the floor with your fingertips, arms up, warrior one. So you get your hips nice and low here. And the front heel heavy, hips are low. Maybe you look up at your hands if that's available to you. Use an inhale to sit lower and reach higher. And exhale opens you up into warrior two. Chin over your front shoulder, maybe even a little bit more than you think it is. You might get that nice stretch on the right side of your neck, top of your right shoulder, as you reach with the undersides of your arms, reaching for opposite ends of the room. Now inhale to flip your left palm, reach up and back for your reverse warrior. Hips stay nice and low. Good. Keep tracking that left inner thigh forward. Draw your navel in and push your right ribs up into your left ribs. With an inhale, sit lower, reach back further. Prepare for humble warrior. Come on up, interlace your fingers behind you. Square your hips to the front. Inhale, open up your chest. And exhale, bend your front knee deeply and bow your body forward. Shoulder inside your knee and forehead to your big toe. Beautiful. Really get those hips nice and low. If it's easy to get the top of your head to your foot, think nose to your big toe. Take one more inhale here. And then release your hands down. Step back, upper push-up. And inhale to shift you forward. And an exhale to lower chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Sides of ribs move forward. And exhale, downward facing dog. All right, come into your upper push-up plank. And let's take a Asana. So feet together. Roll over to your right side. Lift your left arm up. A simple side plank is always an option here. If you want to pick up your left knee or your left foot, you're welcome to do that. Whatever you do with your foot doesn't really matter. You got to keep your hips lifted up high. Like that's the trick here. Try to squeeze your right leg straighter, lift your hips up, 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 up. Beautiful. And then come back to your upper push-up with control and go over to your left side. Okay, again, simple side plank is always an option. You can place that back knee down for more support too. If you are lifting your right leg, lift the hips up. Just squeeze your left leg straighter, push your hips up. Very beautiful, Donna. Open up your chest, open up your hips. One day you look up to the ceiling, head drops back, yes. And then slowly come back to your upper push-up and lower down halfway. Inhale and exhale. Okay, first opportunity to go upside down. Typically take forearm stands here. If you are new to forearm stand, I recommend taking a dolphin pose. If you want to take dolphin pose, you put your elbows shoulder width distance. Look at the line between your wrists and walk your feet in towards your elbows as you push your chest towards your thighs. That looks really, really nice, Jody. You want to walk your feet in a little bit further to try to get your hips over your shoulders. Yes, this is the work. You set up that alignment to one day come upside down, nice and smooth. Very nice. About 5 more breaths here. Looks good, Haley. You want to bring your elbows in a little bit closer. So they're right, yes, that's the distance. Very nice. All right, in the next breath or so, make your way back to downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward. Spin your left heel down. Inhale, sweep your arms up into your warrior one. Exhale, peel open into your warrior two, this time with a pericardium stretch. Point your fingers up to the ceiling and reach through the heels of your hands. Inhale to sit lower and reach further apart. Balancing half moon. Place your right hand in front of your right foot. You can slide your left foot in to lift it up. And then open up your arms. So your standing leg, your right leg here is kind of like the unsung hero. Really use your right glute and outer thigh to go underneath your left hip as you lean your upper body back. If you want to bend your left knee, catch your foot, go ahead. I recommend just kicking straight back, really focusing on opening up the front of the hip here as you arch your chest and maybe look up. If you caught the foot, release the leg, keep it lifted, keep it strong, and then revolve it, left hand down and right arm up. The left hip will now come down in line with your right hip, and squeeze that left leg as straight as you can. Yes, May, point your toes and lift your leg a little bit higher, right there, yes. Take one more inhale here, standing split, two hands down, and kick your leg up. If you want, you can kind of C-grip your right ankle with your right hand, pull your upper body towards your right leg. You got to squeeze that left leg as straight as yours will go. Squeeze your butt like crazy, point your toes, kick up a little bit higher, and slowly land your toes in a high lunge. Okay, so all 10 toes point forward, hips low, arms up. Interlace your fingers, release your index, squeeze your palms together tight. And now keep your hips really, really low. That's the trick here. Low hips, strong back leg as you lift your chest and look back to go back. The lower the hips, the stronger the back leg, the deeper back bend you will get here. Look back, touch what you see for 3, 2, and slowly come up. Try to control it into pyramid fold. Hands to the floor, step your back foot in, left toes point forward, and glue your belly to your thigh, maybe face to your shin. Back leg has to stay really straight and strong, even if the right leg isn't totally straight locked out. Just about everybody, try to shift the whole pose a little bit more forward, and that's going to bring your right hip up and back and your left hip down and forward. All right, let's round the spine now. So you can bend your right knee, get your forehead or like your hairline above your kneecap, interlace your fingers behind your left thigh. And as you push your thigh into your hands, it can really help you to maintain this deep, rounded sensation in your spine, this compression in the front of your throat. Over time, try to use less of your hands and leg strength and use more of your ab strength to keep this connection. Maybe you can bend your knee a little deeper and then slide your head just a little bit higher. Good. And then release your hands to the floor. Step your right foot back to meet your left. Pause here, feet together, and roll over to your left side once again. If you want to take Vashisthasana, you're welcome to. If you want to turn it into wheel pose, now's a nice time to do that as well. It can help if you rotate your left fingers to the left side of your mat, but those hips up high is going to be the trick here as well. Hips up, 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 and maybe you can catch the floor with your right hand as well. That's good, May. Just keep pushing those hips up. It's the main focus here. Yes, beautiful. All right, come back out the way you went into it, into your upper push-up. Beautiful transitions, everyone. And go to the other side. And especially if you're a little tighter in the shoulders, it can help to rotate your fingers to face the edge of your mat. And lift your hips up. Stay with it, be with it, live in it, right? More than just survive it. You want to live in it. And then slowly turn back over and lower halfway down. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And you have another opportunity to go upside down. That elbows look great there, Haley. Really nice. If you can in this one, maybe you do a lotus. If that's unavailable, you can Baddha Konasana, put your feet in butterfly. Amazing. Nice control, Nina. All right, from downward facing dog, we have another side to do. So step your left foot forward, spin your right heel down. Inhale, arms up for warrior one. And exhale, peel open for your warrior two. Fingers point up to the ceiling and reach through the heels of your hands. Sit a little bit lower. Reach a little bit further. And balancing half moon, left hand down and right arm up. Open up your chest, stretch your arms apart. And then you can bend your right leg if you'd like, grab for your foot and kick away. As you kick, arch your chest. Maybe you can look up over your right shoulder, a little bit more of a balance challenge there. Now, without slingshotting the leg, release it back and switch sides. Right hand down and left arm up. Good. Squeeze your back leg straight. Stretch your arms apart. And again, maybe you catch your foot. Kick your heel away from your butt. Arch your chest. Look up. Send that leg away with intention. Take an inhale. And standing split, hands down, and kick your right leg up. You can grab for the back of your left ankle with your left hand, pulling upper body towards your thigh, and squeezing your right leg straighter. Almost everybody try to squeeze your right leg straighter. You're gonna need that back leg in just a moment, a little bit more. So squeeze it straight, lift it high. Keep it strong. Put a bend in your left knee, land on your back toes for your high lunge. Good, arms up, interlace your fingers, release your index. Keep your hips low, keep your back leg strong, stay high on your back toes. Cast down and then lift your chest and look back to go back. Good, squeeze your arms, they're an extension of your spine. Pull your hands away from your face for 3, 2, and control, coming back up nice and slow. Good for you, hands to the floor. Step the back foot in, square your hips, and glue your upper body towards your left thigh. Keep your back leg straight. And work the left leg a little straighter as well. Shift the weight of the pose more forward, so left hip comes up and back, right hip comes down and forward. And then round the spine. So bend your left knee deeply, slide your forehead, think hairline above your knee. And then you might need to bend the back leg a little to interlace your fingers behind your thigh. Push the back of your thigh into your hands and keep the forehead to knee connection possible. Maybe you even bend the left knee a little deeper to slide your forehead a little higher. And keep that connection as you then work that left leg a little bit straighter. Left hip up and back, right hip down and forward. Okay, and then release it. Hands to the floor. Just step back to your upper push-up plank. Lower down halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. All right, just because you did a lot on the legs, one more bonus inversion. You have about 30 seconds here. So again, if you want to take dolphin, forearm stands, headstands, take whatever you want to do, 30 seconds. 30 seconds to get internally quiet so that your body can do what it is capable of doing. We'll meet back up in downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward and prepare for side angle. Right hands inside or outside of the right foot, left bicep over your ear. A little bit drawing your right hip back so that you keep your knee over your ankle as you lean your upper body back. If you want to take a bind here, you're welcome to. Rotate from your left shoulder, drop the arm behind you. And you can thread your right arm underneath to either grab for your top fingertips, or if possible, grab for your top wrist with your bottom hand. And then you squeeze your top arm straight, your left arm straight, using your left tricep. If you took the bind, come back to your side angle. Keep your hips low and squeeze yourself back up into your warrior two. Hips low, hips low, hips low. Good. Squeeze your front leg straight, right toes in, left toes out. Side angle. Bend that left knee, left hand inside or outside of the left foot, and right bicep over your ear. And lean your upper body back. Stay strong for your back leg. Don't let it go out of sight, out of mind. And then if you want to bind, rotate from your right shoulder and thread your left arm underneath. Grabbing around the thigh, for your top wrist with your bottom hand, and then try to lift your chest up off your thigh as you open up your chest towards the ceiling. Come back to your side angle, left hand down, right arm up. Squeeze back up into your warrior two, and we'll revolve it. So straighten your left leg, rotate to the front, right foot forward, square your hips, left arm lifts up, and then twist. Try to hook your shoulder, your armpit, outside your right thigh. You might need to push your right hand into your thigh to really get it over there. And then you can open up the arms, left hand down, right bicep over your ear. Good. And then again, if you want to take a bind here, you rotate from your right shoulder and get your left arm underneath your thigh. Keep your hips low. Keep your back leg straight and strong. And if possible, the back foot stays flat on the floor as well. Draw your belly in, breathe across your chest. Inhale, look up to roll open. If you have the bind, release it, and we'll rotate to the other side. You can kind of reverse cartwheel the arms up, and then face the back. Left foot forward, knee bent, square the hips, and twist. Stretch through your right side body, and hook your armpit outside your thigh. So anytime you twist, it's happening in two directions, right? Everything below your navel here is rotating to the right. Everything above your navel is rotating to the left. If you're going to open up the arms or take the bind here, you're welcome to. Okay, and try to breathe across your chest here. Take an inhale to look up, to roll open. And then unravel yourself. Come back up into a warrior two. And then straighten your left leg. Both legs stay straight. Pivot your toes to the side. Toes can point in a little bit, or point them forward at first when we go backwards. You can bring your hands to your lower back if you'd like here. Draw your pubic bone towards your navel, belly in, lift your chest, and look back to go back. Stay strong with your legs. Gather your shoulder blades, lift your chest up, open up the whole front side of your body. And use the strength of your front body to come back up. And bow your body forward. Hands underneath your shoulders. And you can walk your hands behind you, keeping your fingers facing the same direction as your toes. If there's another variation you want to take, go ahead. Grabbing for outer edges of your feet or your big toes. If you want to set up for a tripod headstand, you can walk your hands back and make sure that you can see your hands. Your head and your two hands make a triangle shape and elbows are stacked over your wrists. Then you can straddle your legs up, pointing through the toes, keeping the legs really straight and strong as they open out to the sides. Good. Make sure those elbows are hugging in, everyone, and the shoulders are away from the ears. Very nice. If you want to stay up, you can stay up. Next is Samakhanasana, side straddle split. Open up your legs to come back down. Pull your chest forward and separate your feet. If you ever have any kind of pulling or anything in the inner knee in this one, you could take a frog pose, fitting your knees and your hips in one line. So you're really focused on opening up the groin here. And focus on finding the peak of every inhale. And the bottom of every exhale. And sometimes in this pose, the mind can get loud, right? It can be like, get me out of here. But when that happens, that's when you have the opportunity to meditate, right? To find that internal quiet so that, again, your body can do what it's capable of doing. Bring your hands down and gather your inner thighs to walk your feet back in towards each other. And come back to downward facing dog. And if you want to go upside down with a lotus pose, Now is a really nice time to do that. We tried it earlier. Compare how it feels now that we opened up the inner thighs a little more. If you want to take your tripod headstand to work on it, also great. Make sure that your head and your hands make a triangle. Slow down your exhales. That's where the self-soothing potential of the breath lives. And then we'll meet back up in downward facing dog. Take your time. Right, stretch your left leg up high. Point your toes. Really kick your legs apart here. And now squeeze your left butt, lift the leg a little bit higher, and then step it in between your hands. Place your right knee down, point your toes, and palms on top of your left thigh. Kick your right foot down and back, and try not to overarch the lower back here. Drawing again that pubic bone towards your navel will get you into more neutral pelvis, deeper, more even stretch in the front of the right hip. Then you can use your arms. Either interlace your fingers and use your arms to back bend, or interlace your fingers behind you. That one's really nice too, so that you gather your shoulder blades and reach your hands towards the floor. Then slowly come back up. We'll do a deeper stretch for the front of the back leg before we catch the foot. So with the left foot forward and right leg extended back, you can bend your right knee, catch your foot, and then pull your heel towards your butt. Once your heel gets pretty close to your butt, you might be able to rotate your fingers to face the same direction as your toes. And a little bit kick into your hands to fire up your hamstrings, the muscles in the back of your leg, to open up the front of your leg a little bit more. Consciously send that leg away. And then if you want to do both at the same time, go back, catch your foot, maybe bring your foot to your head. You can also have your palm facing up, grab over the top of the foot, and rotate your elbow up. Such beautiful practices, everyone. All right, send that leg away. We'll take one more Asana. Interlace your fingers, release your index, and look back to reach back. You got to keep that back leg strong. Really kick your back foot down. Pull your hands away from your face. And then slowly come up to twist. Hands through prayer, and hook your left shoulder outside your right thigh, rotating through your chest. Again, if you want to separate the arms here, you're welcome to. If you want to bind them, you're welcome to. If you want to try another balance, curl your back toes under, squeeze your back leg straight, and then for a bound, balancing, revolved half moon, look at your right foot, shift the weight into your right foot as you drag your left foot in and lift it up. Yes. If you try lifting the back foot, slowly replace it back down. And we'll set up for a lizard pose. Unravel the spine and bring your hands inside your right foot. You're welcome to curl your back toes under here at first and maybe sway a little bit forward and back. It's on a back hinge that you'll want to put that left knee down. And as you let your hips fall heavier towards the floor, you can lower your elbows down in line with your toes, walking your chest more forward, lengthening your middle back more forward. You want to work on a bind. Wrap your left armpit, your left armpit in front of your left ankle. Right hand goes behind you and try to hold your right wrist with your left hand. Squeeze your right arm straight and settle your chest down towards the floor. And bring your hands back down under your shoulders. Curl your right toes under, step your left foot back, lower halfway. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale, downward facing. All right, lift your right leg up high, point your toes. Good. Stretch it up a little bit higher, kick your two legs apart, and then step it in between your hands. Place your left knee down, point your toes. Again, you can bring your hands on top of your thigh. It's trying to build the foundation here. So the left leg kicks down and back. Imagine your left leg is infinitely long. And go deeper by lifting your chest up and looking back. You can use any variation with the arms, just forming up here before we catch the back foot. Then stretch the front of the left thigh by coming back up. Bending the left knee, catch your foot from the inside. Again, rotate your fingers to face the same direction as your toes if possible, and pull your heel towards your butt. Kick a little bit back into your hand as you push your heel towards your butt. Keep your navel drawn in. Consciously send that leg away. And then you can go back again and try to grab for your foot. So beautiful, Francesca. Try it again. Yes, as you kick your foot into your hands, pull your foot to your head, and elbow squeeze together at the top. Yes, send it away. All right, take one more back bend here. Arms up, look back to go back. Hips forward, chest up, pull your arms away from your face. And slowly come up, take your twist. Your left shoulder outside your right thigh. Again, we're in a twist here. So as you draw your belly in, everything below your navel rotates to the left. Everything above your navel rotates to the right. You can separate the arms again. Bind around your right thigh. And then if you want to try the balance challenge, yeah, get it, Jody. Then you can look at your right foot, slide your left foot in and up. And if you lifted the back leg, try to control putting it back down. And prepare for lizard. Hands inside your right foot. Again, you can curl the back toes under, get a straight, strong back leg, lower your hips towards the floor. And then lower your elbows down in line with your toes. So you place the back knee down. Now, if you're going to wrap your right armpit in front of your right ankle, it's a little bit easier if you bring your left hand out to the left, almost like a chaturanga, but a little bit wider out. That can help you balance so that you can pull your chest down and bring your right armpit in front of your right ankle. Putting your right arm underneath your thigh and your left arm behind you. Bringing your chest down towards the floor. Squeezing your shoulder blades behind you to open up your chest. Great work. Get yourself out of there. Come back to downward facing dog. Once again, stretch your left leg up high. Hanumanasana. So step your left foot in between your hands. If you have Hanumanasana, you know how you're working on it, go ahead. If you want a nice way to like kind of ease into it, I really like to keep the front foot flat and the back toes curled under so that the shoulders stay over the hips. And then you just crawl this foot forward, right? Very grounding because your foot's on the mat. And then once your fingers can touch the floor outside your hips, now you can give a little bit to gravity, right? Because you have your hands helping you. So then you might pull your toes up and slide that heel more forward as you lower your hips down, right? Because you want to avoid opening up the hips. You want to keep the back hip squared forward as you lower your hips down. Good. Legs really, really strong. You want to prove it? Arms up. Keep reaching up nice and tall through your waist. Keep reaching up through your arms. Inner thighs draw in towards each other. Pelvic floor lifts. And arms down. Half pigeon. Lean to your left. Bend your left knee in till your shin is parallel to the front edge of your mat. Square your hips to the front. Keep your right leg long and strong. And bring your upper body over your front thigh. And spend a couple of minutes here. Which also means you don't have to get into your deepest expression right away. Sometimes it takes a few extra cycles of breath to get the outer hips on board here. But try not to come in and out of the pose, right? Better to start slow so that you can use every cycle of breath to either stay or go deeper. And it's a great place to close your eyes. Even though there's nothing to see. Bring your attention inward. Bring it to that outer left hip like a laser point. And ask it nicely to soften. Last few moments here to go deeper, even if it's imperceptible to the eye. Can you just go deeper? And slowly walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Lift your chest to sit a little bit deeper into your hips. And step back to downward facing dog. Hold your down dog for a few breaths with your eyes closed. And notice the difference between your right side and your left side. The left outer hip is a little bit more open. Right front of hip, a little bit more open. Now inhale, lift your right leg up high. Step it through, Hanumanasana. And you can start with your over lunge. So that you can keep your shoulders over your hips. A nice trick is also to curl your back toes under to use the strength of your left butt to pull your left hip forward. The inner thighs draw in, pelvic floor lifts, legs strong. And you may extend your arms up. Yes. You're welcome to stay here for a couple more breaths. As you're ready, you can transition into your half pigeon. The more you get your shin parallel to the front of the mat, wider the knee, deeper stretch in the outer hip. Even though it's in that kind of restorative realm of poses, it's not passive. Draw your right hip a little back and in towards the midline. Your inner left thigh rolls up towards the ceiling. Left leg long, infinitely long. And one more minute here. And then you can start to walk your hands underneath your shoulders. Try not to miss a single sensation as you lift your chest up. And once again, make your way back to downward facing dog. And if you want here, you can move it around again, kind of like we did in the very beginning of the practice, but also kind of a whole lot different, right? Your body's different now, so notice what's changed, notice what's new. And then you'll make your way to the front of your mat. So if you want to look forward, take a little hop forward, you're welcome to. And we'll meet up in standing for some balancing. Sweep your arms up, palms press over your head, and you can bring your hands down to prayer. Start with eagle. Once again, inhale, arms up. Identify your right arm and swing it under your left. Cross your elbows, wrists, and thumbs face your face. Sit your hips back and down into a seat and lift your right leg up and over your left. Squeeze your inner thighs and point your right toes. Draw your right hip a little bit up and back, your left hip down and forward. And lean your chest back, especially if you feel kind of wobbly. Lean back and sit lower. Now slowly unravel, grab for your right heel with your right hand. Strong standing leg, extend your right leg up. Hips forward, chest open. Yeah, maybe some of you can reach over your head with your left hand and grab your right toes. And then slowly release out of it. Other side, arms up. Start with eagle, left arm underneath your right. Sit your hips back and down. And lift your left leg up and over. And trust the weight more into your left heel. Left hip up and back, right hip down and forward. Squeeze your center. And then slowly unravel. Grab for your left heel with your left hand. Open up your hips, your chest, gorgeous feet leg. And then maybe grab for your left foot with your right hand. And slowly release. Okay. Half lotus. Grab for your right foot with your left hand. Pull your heel up towards your navel. Gently draw your right knee back and bring your right hand to half prayer. The right knee going back doesn't really happen from the knee, right? It's happening from the hip. Use the strength of your right butt to open up the front of your right hip. And you can stay here if you want to take horse. There's a couple ways to do it. Lower down, hands on the mat. And if you're newer to the pose, you can put your right knee down and your left shin down, right? So your two knees are in one line here. Really work on opening up the front of the hips. Or place your left foot flat on the mat. Inner thighs draw in towards each other. Glutes are engaged. Hips a little forward, chest back. And hands down, you come up the way you went in. Meet back in tree. And release the right foot down. Lock out your right leg. Pick up your left foot with your right hand. Heel to navel. Draw the knee back. Inner thighs draw in towards each other. You can stay here or horse, hinge forward. Modification with the shin down or flip. Out the way you went in. And release the foot down. Lay your right knee into your chest. And interlace your fingers below your knee. If possible, rotate your right arm to face the back wall and wrap your right armpit just below your right knee. Maybe bind your arms. Use your arms to squeeze your knee in tighter, softening your belly into your right thigh, opening across your chest. Bring your left hand to your left hip, peace fingers with right hand in between big second toe, extend the right heel forward. Keep the weight of your hips forward, pull your right shoulder back, square your chest, and then bring your right hand to your right hip and hold the leg here for 5. Lift it even higher for 4. Stay for 3. Weight more forward for 2. And place the right foot back down. Other side, pick up your left knee. And pull your shin into your lower abdomen. If possible, wrap your left armpit below your knee. Grab your fingertips. Massaging your lower left abdomen with your thigh. Lean your upper body back. Bring your right hand to your right hip, peace fingers between big second toe. Extend the heel forward. Square the hips. Left hand to your hip. Hold it here for 5. Weight forward, heel up for 3, 2, and slowly place the foot back down. All right, stretch it out, standing bow. Open up your right palm to the right. Drop your hand behind you and catch your foot from the inside. Sweep your left arm up, palm faces forward, bicep with your ear. Stretch up really tall and start to kick and reach. Keep the eye of your right hip pulling forward as you slide your right shin up the wall behind you. Pull your right shoulder back and pull your left shoulder more forward and try to reach for the wall or whatever is in front of you. Kick your 2 legs apart. Stretch your 2 arms apart. Final moments, you might drop your left armpit in line with your pubic bone and kick straight up for 3, 2, and change. Keep reaching forward as you kick to come out so you control it. Foot down, arm down, and drop the breath back down to your belly. Other side. Open up your left palm, catch your foot. Stretch your right arm up, lift up tall, and start to kick and reach. Try to resist the hips going back, right? Really pull the front of your left hip forward as you kick up and back. It's going to help you engage your left butt. Looks good, Bethany. Can you get that front arm even straighter? Squeeze straight through the elbow. Yes. And I use that to counter how hard you're kicking for 5, 4, 3. Looks beautiful, Catalina. 2. And kick to come out. Keep reaching forward as you kick to come out. Control, 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 control. And foot down and arm down. Okay, let's squat down, feet together. Draw your belly in towards your spine. A little bit of a rounded spine here as you grab for opposite elbow. Possible, try to get your heels down towards the floor. It may require you to lift your hips up a little bit to do that. For side crow, you can start with your hands in prayer and then twist to the right. Like we've done a few times now. You want to try to get your shoulder outside your knee. Open up across your chest, thumbs to heart center. And for side crow, hands down onto the floor. You can use your right elbow like a shelf, putting your right hip above your right elbow. Elbows stay over your wrists as you pull your chest forward so the legs up. So there's no kicking of the legs. It's really just pulling your chest forward and your hips up. Keeping your heels close to your butt, your feet will float up. Maybe you try to separate the legs. Good. Okay, and then come back. We'll do the other side. Just to the left. As much of your left arm as you can. Your right arm, excuse me, outside your left thigh. Thumbs to prayer, heart center. And then again for crow, hands in front of your shoulders. Don't let the elbows come back. Elbows over your wrists as you pull your chest forward to lift your heels up. Yes, fine. Heels to butt even more. Use your legs. Good, good, good. Heels to butt, heels to butt. Okay. Come back up. And take a big swirl. So knees together, open up your heels wide enough so you can sit your butt in between your feet. And, you know, if this feels like a lot in your knees, don't push past this, right? You might even lean a little forward, but if you can comfortably sit down between your heels, walk your hands back behind you. If you can lower down to your elbows, then you might lower down to the top of your head, back of your head, maybe arms up over your head. Now, the really nice thing to do here is to massage your abdomen, especially around the navel. If you push straight down, you might find some spots that try to push back. And those are nice places to just keep a little pressure on and try to breathe directly into. Come out, lead with your chest. So elbows first, head heavy behind you, come up to your hands, and then gaze forward at the top. Leave your left leg where it is. Bring your right leg in front and put your left foot, your right foot in your left hip crease. If that's not available, you can put it inside your thigh. If you have the half lotus here, you can swing your right arm behind you to grab for your foot and twist to the right. You might put your right palm or your left palm on the floor outside your right knee and stretch your forearm as you lean your chest back and keep your chin rotated over your right shoulder. And everything below the navel is twisting a little to the left. And everything above the navel is twisting to the right. Gaze forward first. Release the bind and switch sides. Right behind you and left on top. Swing your left arm behind you. Maybe right hand to the knee, but if possible, palm on the floor, knee on top of your hand. Push the hand down, lean the chest back, chin over your left shoulder. Gaze forward first. Release the hands, unravel the spine, and lay down on your belly for locust. On your belly, extend your legs behind you, squeeze your legs together, and interlace your fingers behind you. Squeeze your hands together, lift your hands up off your butt, push your hips down, and lift everything up. Lengthen to lift, chest forward and up, legs back and up, and look up to go up. Okay, try to use your hands, again, lift them off your butt to lift your chest up higher. Now keep everything lifted, release the grip, circle your arms forward, biceps with your ears, reach through your pinky fingers. Very nice. Good. Get a little longer, lift a little higher, take one more inhale, reach up, and then very, very slowly lower all the way down. Take an up dog, hands underneath your shoulders, strong legs. Inhale, pull your chest forward, thighs up off the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. You ripple forward, and let's come into Sphinx pose for Bakasana. Lower down, elbows underneath your shoulders, broad through your chest. And then you can do one at a time or both. If you're doing both, go ahead and do it. If you're going to do one at a time, bring your left forearm in 45 degrees, bend your right knee, grab for the inside of your foot like we did before. Get your big toe knuckle into the center of your palm. Then as you push your heel towards your butt, rotate your fingers to face the same direction as your toes. And send your right knee back as you send your right ribs forward, stretching the front of your body. If you're doing one side then the other, go ahead and do the other side. If you're doing both, we're here for just a few more breaths. So kick back into your hands, try to lift your chest up even higher. Squeeze your shoulder blades behind you, look up. And then send the leg away or legs away and lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Upper push-up and lower knees, chest and chin for your throat stretch. Good. So try to get more of the chest onto the mat. Ideally, the chest is so heavy on the mat that you might even be able to slide your chin more forward. And then walk your knees in closer. Get your knees in as close as you can. Bend your knees and grab for your ankles. And the breath might feel a bit more constricted here. It can feel harder to breathe, but you can. Stay focused on it. Slow, smooth inhales. And complete, steady exhales. And then release it. Inhale, pull forward into your cobra or upward facing dog. And exhale to downward facing dog. And last one on the belly is floor bow. So ripple forward and lower all the way down. Kick your heels to your butt and grab onto your feet below your toes. You can start with your knees hugging in tight, shoulders back, push your navel down, and then kick back and kick up. You kick back to lift your chest up, and then kick your legs up to get up higher. Find a little bit of a softness in the back of your heart to melt your chest more forward, and try to look up at your toes. Try to kick your hands up with your feet and pull your feet up with your hands. Or just have there, look up, kick up 3, little bit higher for 2, And then lower all the way down. Hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, we have a few more back bends. We're going to take camel first, and then we'll do a camel drill, and then a slightly longer camel. So for your first camel, that's just to say, like, take it easy, okay? For your first camel, especially if it's not super easy to get your heels, it's nice to start with your toes curled under so the heels are higher. But what I don't want you to do is send your hips back, right? You want to keep the hips forward as you lift your chest. So let's try easy camel first with the toes curled under. Hands to your lower back, shoulders down, elbows in. Pull your belly in, lift your chest, and look back to go back. You see the back wall, cool. Maybe you see some of the floor behind you. And then you can grab onto your heels with fingers on the inside and thumbs on the outside. Looks good, Maeve. Keep your hips pressing forward. The back of your heart lifting up. Nice, Megan. Everyone, maybe elbows in a little bit closer. Yes. Now look back 1 more inch. Inhale. And come up nice and slow. Draw your belly into your palms, lift your chest, and settle your hips onto your heels. Palms face up on your thighs. Close your eyes. Another opportunity to simply witness. Watch sensation float on by like a cloud without attaching to it. Embody the reality that no feeling is final. And then flutter your eyes open. Okay, I think most of you have done this drill before, but this Bhagavad drill is so good to deepen all of your back bends. It really gets the front of your body strong. So if you're new to it, you have your hands, they can come on the front of your thighs or behind your knees. But once I have my initial back bend here, I'm not going back any further. I'm just hinging at the knees. So if you have your hands behind you, hinge at your knees, top of your head towards the floor, and then push yourself back up. Okay? If you go all the way down and you get stuck down there, you can always use your hands to push yourself back up. All right, but do a couple reps of this. You'll really feel the burn in the front of your body, but that's kind of what we're going for. So go ahead and try it. Keep pushing your hips forward the entire time. Just hinging at the knees. Give it like, try 5 times. Do 5 reps. Yes, Caitlin. All right, and then when you're done with those 5, come back up. And again, just get really still so you can let that dust settle. We have 1 more camel. Do 2 minutes today. 2-minute camel. You can do whatever you want. If you want to do full Kapotasana, go ahead. Kapotasana, go ahead. I just recommend going to a place where you can stay, right? Like what we were talking about in Pranayama, in some of the deeper stretches. You know, try not to come in and out of it. Just be with it and use every breath to stay or go deeper. Okay, so I'm gonna get my timer. Come to stand on your knees, hands to your lower back. Draw your belly in. Lift your chest up and look back to go back. And you already have 2 minutes on the clock. And 2 minutes really isn't that long, right? You open up social media and, 2 minutes is like, 30 minutes feels like 2 minutes. So again, if you can just get internally quiet here, then your body can do what it's capable of doing. And it's capable of holding a camel pose for 2 minutes. And if and when the mind gets loud, that's just a beautiful opportunity to do your practice. Because staying in the pose physically, it comes after staying in the pose mentally, right? We make the decision to leave before the body leaves. So make the decision to stay because you're way more than halfway there already. Use the strength of your back body here. Use your glutes and the thighs underneath them. The strength of your back. Okay, so it's less about how far back you go and more about how much space you're making along the front of your body. Pubic bone to navel, navel to chest, chest to throat. Yes, Maeve. Less than 20 seconds. You can do anything for 20 seconds. Either stay or go deeper because you have less than 10. Take an inhale to look back just a little further. Then bring your hands to your lower back. Just slowly come back up. Draw your belly in, lift your chest, and settle your hips to your heels. Palms face up on your thighs, and close your eyes. And just be really still. Even if it is so tempting to wipe or drink or fix or fidget, don't give into it. Just watch. Let your eyes open. And you have about a minute here to do one more back bend, whatever you want to do. If you want to do another camel, you can. If you want to take a bridge or a wheel, if you kind of back bended out, you can always take a supported bridge with a block underneath your lower back. But I'm going to I'll put a minute and a half on the clock so that you can use all this openness to work on whatever you want to work on. If you want to do something upside down, you can. Such nice back bend. Okay, take another few breaths to wrap up what you're doing, and we'll start to unwind a little bit with the twist. So again, don't rush out of a back bend. Finish what you're doing. In the next few breaths, let's meet up in a seated position. Your left leg on the bottom, Your right ankle outside your left knee, your left heel outside your right butt. Right hand behind you, left arm up, stretch, and twist. Look over your right shoulder. Hook your arm outside your leg and push your arm into your leg as you rotate across your chest. Notice if the right butt wants to lift up, push it down, lean to your right, push your right butt down, then lengthen through both sides of your waist, chin over your shoulder, twist a little bit deeper, and change. Unravel back to center and switch your legs, right on the bottom and left on top. Left hand behind you, right arm up, and twist. Look over your left shoulder. Again, as you draw your navel in, everything below your navel is rotating to the right, and everything above your navel is rotating to the left. Push your left butt down, lengthen through your waist, twist a little bit deeper, and then unravel back to center. All right, we had skipped crow, which is a really nice way to unwind the spine as well, really uses the ab strength. So let's do a quick crow pose. You can come up into a squat. And knees to your armpits or wrap armpits just below the knees, hips up high, shoulders over fingertips. Pull your heels towards your butt. Broaden your shoulder blades, belly in, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, Malasana. Feet down or squat, hips down, hands at prayer, and broaden your collarbones. Push the outer edges of your feet down, fire up your outer glutes, outer thighs, and stay lifted through your chest and spine. We're gonna do a little sequence here. We'll do standing Titibhasana, flying Titibhasana, Kromasana, and then we'll come back to Titibhasana. So we'll start with the twist though. So lift your hips up and tuck your right shoulder, grab for your right calf, get your shoulder behind your knee, and then left arm behind you, maybe grab for your left wrist with your right hand to rotate open through your chest. Strong through your legs, left shoulder back, chin over your left shoulder. And then release it. And we'll do the other side. Left hand behind the calf, shoulder behind the knee, and bind. Right arm behind you, open up your chest. A little bit more weight in the left foot, left hip up. And release it. If you want to, if you have like a t-shirt or something to get the bind in Titibhasana, you're welcome to grab it. This time you get both shoulders behind both knees. Maybe you can do both at the same time, right? Just bend your elbows, swing them behind you, grip the tops of your calves, and get your shoulders behind your knees. And you walk your feet in towards each other, really squeezing above your shoulders with your thighs. Yes, Kalamina, good. And then one hand behind your back and then the other. Once you have the grip, you might need to separate your feet a little bit, make space, and gaze towards your navel. All right, for flying Titibhasana, so nice, everyone. Keep your shoulders behind your knees, hands on the floor, fingers face the same direction as your toes. As you sit your hips back on your upper arms, walk your feet forward, squeeze your legs straight, bend your elbows, chest forward as well. Use your inner thighs, pull your chest forward, hold it 5, 4, 3, 2, Kromasana. Hips down, arms behind you, extend the legs, If Kramasana is not available, you can take Tarasana, feet together, interlace your fingers around your feet, and bend your elbows out to the sides. If you're taking Kramasana, try to hold your hands behind you. During Kramasana, you can get your chest to the floor. Maybe you can kick your heels forward until they can lift up off the mat. You're in Kramasana. You might come back up into your flying Titivasana. And then send your feet behind you and come back into your Malasana. Knees wide, hands to prayer. Take a tabletop. Sit on your butt, fingers face the same direction as your toes. If you can do it with straight legs or knees bent. Lift your hips up, open up your chest, drop your head back, and breathe fast through your nose. Navasana, hips down, extend your legs, extend your arms, look at your big toes, breathe fast through your nose. Use that ab strength for 5, 4, 3, 2. You can place your feet down. If you happen to have blocks, maybe they're by your sides. We'll do a jump back here, crossing high at your knees, right in front of left. Bend your elbows, pull your chest forward, and send your legs back. Upward facing dog on your inhale. Nice. And downward facing dog on your exhale. Now lift your toes up high, bend your knees, look forward, and jump through. Sit on your butt, front of your mat. Lay down on your back. Prepare for shoulder stand. Gaze down center line. Legs straight and strong. And with both legs at the same time, reverse somersault your legs up over your head and catch the weight of your hips with your hands. Extend your legs up to the ceiling, squeezing your inner thighs together and up as you reach up at the big toe knuckles of your feet. Plow, let your feet fall towards the floor behind you. If they touch, that's fine. If they don't touch, that's fine too. In that case, you bring your hands to your lower back for support. Feel the back of your heart dropping through the floor, your tail floating up to the ceiling. For Karna Pindasana, or deaf man's pose, you can bend your knees outside your ears, shins towards the floor. Now going for a more rounded spine here. Breathe into the broadness of your back. Heart drops in between your shoulder blades. Tail floats up and away. Come back up into your shoulder stand. Hands to your lower back. If you have lotus, tie your lotus. Or you can also do butterfly if lotus isn't available. If you have lotus, Pindasana, or actually first put your hands on your knees and try to straighten your arms. Pindasana, hold your legs in towards your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs. If possible, you can grab for your left wrist with your right hand. To come out of it, try to keep your legs as close to your body as possible as you roll yourself down. For fish, you have the lotus, you can grab for your toes, lift your chest up, top of head to the mat. Open up your chest, squeeze your shoulder blades. Breathe slowly, fully, and deeply. If you have your lotus, undo your lotus, straight legs up 45 degrees, arms up 45 degrees, palms together. Good, legs a little lower if you can. You have 5. Yes, very nice. Down to 4. Squeeze in straighter for 3, 2, and change. Release the legs down and prepare for a bridge pose. Walk your feet underneath your knees. Possible, you might grab for your ankles with your hands, or you can have your hands underneath you as you push your feet down and lift your hips up, chest towards your chin. Use your legs. Gaze down center line. Maybe you interlace your fingers behind you if you don't have the grip on the heels, and pull your arms further away from you. One more time, feet down, hips up, chest to chin, and then slowly roll all the way down. You can windshield wiper your knees side to side to release your lower back. And then we have one final back bend here. If you want to take another bridge, you're welcome to. If you want to take wheel, you can bring your hands by your ears so that your fingers face the same direction as your toes. Wherever you are, push your feet down, lift your hips up, and chest pushes away from you. So everyone who, especially who's doing wheel before, also really try to push your chest away from you. Use your legs. Almost like you want to try to get straight legs here. Yes, that's what I'm talking about, Olga. Very nice. Hips up a little bit higher. Push your chest away a little bit more. And then slowly, slowly roll all the way down. Hug your knees into your chest. Rock and roll yourself up to seated. Just a few more poses here. We'll take a Paschimottanasana. So sit on up. Extend your legs out in front of you. And you can use your peace fingers, middle index finger in between big toe, second toe. If you want to grab for outer edges of your feet or grab for your wrist, do whatever feels best for you. Lengthen through your spine, bend your elbows, and pull your upper body forward. Okay, multiple flows of energy here, right? Kick your heels forward, send your hips back, pull your chest forward, and draw your shoulders and elbows back. Okay, again, heels forward, hips back, chest forward, shoulders and elbows back. Pull. Straighten your arms, look forward, and then release, and bring your hands by your hips. One little core activator here. We're going to hover the hips up, place your hands on your thighs, then next to your thighs. Bend your elbows, lean your chest forward, lift your butt up, and then lift your heels up. Hold it 5, 4, 3, 2, and change. Lower down. If you have lotus, You can take lotus, right foot, and then left foot. If you don't have lotus, you might take half, or you can take butterfly. If you have Baddha Padmasana, get the bind. Left arm goes behind you first, and then the right arm. If you don't have Baddha Padmasana, grab your opposite elbow behind you, and then pull your chest forward. Forehead to the floor. Now, try to keep squeezing your shoulder blades behind you to come up. Try to hold the grip as you come up, 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 look up at the top, and then release the grip. Hands by your sides, right in front of your feet. One more time, we bend the elbows, we hover the hips, look forward, and hold it here. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and change. Lower it out. Bind your legs and lay flat on your back for Savasana. Open up your arms, your legs, as wide as feels good. And close your eyes. Close your eyes. And just notice how good your body feels. The better you feel, the deeper you'll go. The deeper you go, the better you'll feel. By now, you've shown up to the best of your ability. You've created an internal quiet. And this is part of why we do this practice. You have another 2 minutes here to just be completely quiet. And start to deepen your breath. Take any stretch that feels nice to wake your body up. And without missing a single sensation, gently roll over to one side. Make your way into a seated position. Take your time. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukino bhavantu. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Mhm. Thank you, Alina.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much. That was so amazing and fun to watch, to get to see your practices and practice with you. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Erin. What a privilege.
It's great. Yeah, it was great to see everybody practicing. Heather is here. Did you want to say anything, Heather? Heather's been teaching this sequence for free online for I don't know how many years. 5, 6, a long time.
Wow.
So I'm sure a lot of you know her from her online class. And if you don't, you should check it out. It's on Sunday. It's 11 a.m. my time, but I don't know what time it is. She's on the West Coast. Talk to us, Heather.
Well, first of all, Rose Erin, thank you so much for this practice. This is such a beautiful practice, and I'm so grateful for this. And Alina, thank you so much for leading us through that. Because I'm on the West Coast now, I haven't practiced that with either of you in a really long time. So that was really beautiful. For me, I loved that. That was awesome.
Yeah,
Yes, I
we
do.
miss you.
I teach masterclass every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern on Zoom. It is a free class. You guys should come hang out. It pretty much goes something like exactly like we just did. Some may be slight differences depending on the day, but pretty much that exact thing. And it's a really beautiful practice. And come join me. You can always come for an hour if you can't stay for 2 on that day or whatever. And if you haven't already learned how to teach it, you should definitely do that because that is life changing. Not just in the way of, being a yoga teacher, but this specific practice. Um, it's completely life changing. It's practice changing. It's, I mean, Roseanne and Alina both know my teaching journey, but I was not trying to teach in the beginning. I was very nervous. Then both of them were really supportive of me, getting past that. And now I'm teaching every week, all the time. So yeah, anyway, come do this practice. Like take the classes and also take the trainings and it'll take you to a place that you can just not even imagine, something beyond your wildest dreams. That's all.
Thank you, Heather.
You're
Thank
a
you.
great teacher, Heather. I know it.
I don't know who said that. Um,
Olga, her last.
Olga. Hey, Olga. Okay. So, I want to have Caro. Caro's now joined us. She's down there at the bottom. Well, on my screen anyway. Um, and she's somewhere in Florida right now doing an immersion in person, but she made time to join us, and we'll be teaching together a lot this year. I'm really happy about that. She's an amazing teacher and so much knowledge of, oh wow, so many, so many different. She studied so many different systems, including this one, Meridian Yoga and Ashtanga and uh, Buddhist meditation with 3 jewels. And she did a lot of Katona yoga. I don't know if any of you guys are familiar with Katona, but it's similar in that they're using the elements and meridians some. Um, and it's a very interesting system. Um, so we have an adjustments training coming up together, and she's way better at adjustments than I am. So I'm happy. I'm happy that she's helping me with that. It's all her actually, but it'll be fun in Woodstock. So anyway, she's gonna now say hello and lead us through a meditation, a very special meditation to start the year on a beautiful note and intention. Thank you.
Of course. Thanks for having me. And before we start, I see somebody's hand is raising. Jaden, do you have a question? Are you still there? Okay, just making sure she was taken care of. Oh, there we go. So thank you for having me, y'all. I've been teaching for a long time, and I recently just studied deeply with 3 jewels, Tibetan Buddhism meditation. And I think it's a great way to start the year. One thing that we do apply a lot in this type of meditation is visualization. And for a long time, honestly, I really was resistant to visualization and being guided through meditation. But I realized that it's important because if you can visualize and use your imagination in meditation, then we can use that outside to reframe things. Because you can't really change the way everything is around you, but you can change your perspective on it. And what the best way to start the new year to kind of just like reset that perspective. Not just that, but you had an awesome practice just now. Let it settle in, and we'll close it up with this beautiful meditation. Sounds good? All right, let's all take a seat. I know you're moving around, but just make sure you can take a seat, spine straight but relaxed. If you want to lean against the wall, go ahead. Just make sure you can sit up straight and be comfortable at breathing. If you feel like your hips are tight, maybe bring a block or a cushion or something under your knees. Just make sure you can sit up without having any restraints through your body. Okay. With that said, let's get started. Go ahead and close your eyes. Bring your hands to your knees or your thighs. However you're sitting, just find some contact with yourself. And once you have contact with yourself, just feel how maybe the same shape of your knees feels in your thighs, the exact same way your eyelids fall in your eyeballs. And you start kind of finding the symmetry within yourself and how breath by breath you kind of fit in, or better, you just belong to your breath. When I activate Ujjayi breathing, take a nice deep Ujjayi breath from the bottom all the way up, top of the head, top of the crown. Fill it up and hold it there. Slowly exhale, push it all the way back down to the bottom, to the ground. Think about the color red, orange, and yellow. Your 3 first chakras, hold it there. Inhale, pull it all the way back up, top of the head, top of the crown. Make it longer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Use your throat, make it forceful, push it all the way back down for 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Back to the ground, back to the red. Deep inhale, top of the head, top of the crown. Take one more sip by the nose. One more sip by the mouth. Hold it there. Exhale, push it all the way back down, back to the red, back to the ground. Gonna add a couple more steps here. Inhale, top of the head, think about bright light, maybe a sunrise. Hold the breath there. Now keeping the mouth closed, using your imagination, exhale out of your throat. Think about the color blue. Every single pore and orifice as your throat, pushing blue out. Inhale, back into the blue, back into the throat, all the way back in. Exhale, down to your heart, anahata. Think about the color green. Your esoteric heart's in the center of yourself. Your actual heart's in the left side, but today focus on the center, in your middle heart. Inhale, back into the green, back into the heart. Exhale, down to the red, down to the ground. Keep on tracing the breath of the color. Inhale, top of the head, bright light. Exhale, blue out of your throat, right in front of you. Inhale, back to blue, back to your throat. Exhale, out of the blue, out of your throat. Inhale, into the green, into the heart. Exhale, into the green, into the heart. Inhale, down to the red, down to the ground. Exhale, top of the head, top of the crown. Inhale, into the blue, into the throat. Exhale, out of the blue, out of the throat. Stay there. Inhale, back to blue. Exhale, down to green, heart. Inhale, back to heart. Exhale, beneath you, red ground. Inhale, above you, bright light, crown. Exhale, in front of you, blue. Inhale, blue. Exhale, heart green. Inhale, heart green. Exhale, down red. Inhale, bright light, top of the head. Exhale, blue. Inhale, blue. Exhale, green. Inhale, green. One more sip by the nose. Hold it in there, changing directions. Use your imagination. Exhale, blue, throat. Inhale, blue, throat. This time, exhale out of the head, out of the crown. And imagine the breath going forwards, backwards, left, right, creating a cycle that gets recycled of your own breath. You're sitting in a sphere of yourself. Now, again, feel your hands and your thighs and your knees and your lap, the warmth of it, the weight of them, how they perfectly shape the way of your legs. Just how your eyelids perfectly shape your eyeballs. And in your next exhale, you realize you actually don't fit in, but you belong to yourself. Go back to regular breathing, not too deep, not too fast, just normal breath. As we start with our visualization and our deep meditation practice, remember why you're doing this. As we start, set the why, not just for me, but for us. May this practice become helpful and kinder and softer to ourselves. Make this practice be useful, not just for me, but for the whole world around us. Breathe. Keep that regular breath and the whole time focus on the length of your breath. Make your exhale a little bit longer each time. May whatever goodness comes from this reach to others. As we progress in our meditation, we're going to enter a place of refuge. As we enter a place of refuge, imagine what a paradise looks like to you. Perfect place. Maybe the perfect moment. Maybe the perfect company, the perfect setting. Slowly start stripping away the walls where you're at, whatever is above you, whatever is beneath you, and the things that are around you. Keep focused on your breath, the colors we just touched, You're in that breath. You're in that zone. You're in that color. You're in that cycle of your own breath that gets recycled. In this paradise, give it a texture, give it a color, give it a sound. Give yourself permission to use more of your imagination and really be in that place. Pay attention to your breath. Each inhale is receiving. Each exhale becomes softer. When the thoughts pull you, when things kind of pop up in your head, don't worry about them. Just don't get involved. Acknowledge them, but keep back focus on your breath. Now, as you're breathing, I'm going to start inviting love. This is love and compassion meditation. Not intense love, not complicated love, but just basic love. May you be well. Start with something easy, maybe a pet, somebody naturally comes up to you or to your heart, maybe a moment where you felt safe. Let that settle in. As you're in that moment, is your breath changing? Can you bring it back the way it was before? Let that tenderness show up in your body, maybe in your chest, maybe in your belly, maybe in your throat, maybe in your face. Feel that simple love all throughout your body. Gently repeat in your own head, at your own pace, in your own voice. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be peaceful. May you live with ease. It starts with you receiving all these blessings. Breathe. If the mind wanders, go back to your breath. And bring yourself into your feel, into the feeling. Not your perfect self, but your real self. The one who tries, the one that hurts, the one that feels. And same, may that person be safe. May that person be healthy. May that person be peaceful. May this person live with compassion and ease. This person is you. If there's resistance coming up, that's okay. We're not forcing the feelings, just setting the intention. That this phrase be like warm water, steady and patient. Breathe. As you're breathing and letting that feeling settle in, can you intensify the feeling a little bit? Maybe go beyond basic love. Maybe enter the time you felt in love with somebody. And really feel that love you felt at that time. Can you taste it? Can you smell it? What's the temperature of that love? Let it settle in. Breathe. Now make your breath a little bit deeper and start using your throat, your ujjayi breath. Sit with that feeling. Contemplate. Make the breath steady and feel where the breath is going in your body. Breathe. So you're entering, continuing in this part, and we're going to acknowledge compassion. Shift from love into compassion. Compassion means I'm willing to be present with suffering, with care. Bring to mind maybe a specific struggle, something that you don't want to deal with in this next coming year. And you silently offer this pain, this memory to be changed for compassion. May I be held in the compassion of this moment. And let the breath make space for it. Exhale gently now. Go back to your regular breath and feel what compassion right now feels to you with that breath. In the next breath, you're going to start widening the circle to your community, beyond yourself, to your city, the people who are anxious around you, the people you know, the people you don't know, the people you'll meet, people you'll never meet. But for all of them, you want the same. May all beings be safe. May all beings be free of suffering. May all beings find peace. Feel that. And again, focus on your breath as you feel. As we move forward, starting to enter a place of just silence. When you think of a person besides yourself, do you want to extend that compassion to? Repeat their name or your name in your mind, as slow or as fast as you like, and feel that compassion as you breathe. Can you really see that person in front of you? Can you really feel that love, compassion you have for them? Can you extend it beyond to what you usually give them? And as we start closing, think about a person you do not like, you do not want to have around. And you're going to project that same amount of compassion and love, the person you love the most, into them. Whether it's somebody you know, whether it's somebody you like, or somebody you don't know. You want all beings, truly all beings, to be free of suffering. Because that's beyond sympathy. That's real compassion. Take the next couple of minutes to just really envision that person you do not like, and little by little transform that feeling of love towards them. Breathe. As we're coming to a closing for this, make the breath a little thicker. Can you give it more texture? And you give it more color. Go back to really getting close to your breath. As we start to close, dedicate the goodness of this practice to all beings. Again, the ones you know, the ones you don't know, the ones you love, the ones you don't love, the ones maybe you'll love in the future and you'll never meet, and those who have left us and are just energetically with us today. May this ripen its clarity, its courage, and compassion. May it benefit others in seen and unseen ways. Now, get all that feeling, get all that energy, and just really push it out to the world. Bring your hands back to your knees or back to your thighs. Kind of squeeze a little bit, and little by little, start returning back to the room. Put the walls back on. Put a floor underneath you. Put a ceiling on top of you. And little by little, blink your eyes back open. Come back to here. Bring your palms together. There's a little added part that I do. Go ahead and rub your hands. We're going to do this 3 times. And as you rub your hands, I want to bring the essence of the meditation to yourself. Bring it in. And the last time, the 3rd time, bring your hands to somewhere where you really, really need some healing. It's my shoulder, not my heart. Great. Awesome. I really hope you enjoyed that. Thank you for joining us. And you get a lot more of that and a lot deeper versions of that if you come hang out with us in Woodstock. So I can't wait to meet you all in person, and not to sound weird, but put my hands on you. So hopefully we get to see you and meet you soon. Happy New Year. Hope whatever you're doing today, you hydrate, you stay with your family, and don't forget to text and call your mom.
Call your mom. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. So you're going back to your other training now.
Yeah, I mean, my mom is cooking for 20 people.
Wow.
Yeah, and we had the whole family out here. Luna's here. But just in case you guys want to check it out.
Got a bunch of yoga people in there.
Yeah. This is Alex Curl doing a
Mhm.
headstand.
You're doing Bikram yoga?
Yeah. We're doing 84 right now and shape
Okay.
shifting. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah. So just so you know, me and Aaron are the real deal. We do this 24/7. It's not a 9 to 5.
Yeah. Wow. Thank you all. Does anybody have any questions or anything that you'd like to share just as right before we end?
It was just so beautifully curated. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Megan. Nice to see you.
Yeah, nice to see you.
Thank
Oh,
you
thanks.
very much, everyone. I also want to do a shout out for the Yin Heart Opening class on Tuesday evenings at 7 Eastern Standard Time.
That's online
on-
on our website.
yeah.
Yes, please join that as well. Where are you right now, Uta?
I'm in Toronto, but I'm leaving for India tonight.
India. Okay. Okay. That's exciting.
Thank you so much, everyone. It's good to see you. Thank you, Rose.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Donna.
Lita, and thank you, Cara. It was really nice to see everyone.
I'll be with Alina on Saturday for 5 days at Spirit Lab in New York City. So we'll be doing masterclass, pranayama, all the good stuff every day for 5 days. If you don't have anything to do, you should definitely come. Maybe some of you are coming.
Yeah, even if you can just come for a day, like shoot us an email, let us know. It'd be so
Yeah.
lovely to have you all in there too. So thank you.
Yes. Okay. See you soon. Have a great start to your year. Love you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. Happy New Year for all.
Thank
Happy
you.
New Year. Bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Mhm.